Good morning, students. I am Manikant Mishra, Modern English School, New Area. So, yesterday we had discussed about the Newland's classification. So, once again, just to recap of it, the Newland's law of octave. When the elements are arranged in the order of increasing atomic mass, the properties of every eighth element are a repetition of the first element. And as you all know that in a fundamental note of music, the first letter resembles with the eighth letter. The fundamental notes of music is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sha. So as the in a fundamental note of music, the first letter resembles with the eighth letter. Newland said, when the elements are arranged on the basis of increasing atomic mass, the properties of the first element resemble with the properties of eighth element. Like if you begin with the lithium, then eighth letter come. If you begin from lithium, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you begin with the lithium, then eighth element comes sodium. Similarly, if you begin with the magnesium, then eighth letter comes calcium. So that's why Newland's classification, also known as law of octave. But in spite of this classification done by the Newland is really appreciated by the Royal Society of London, and for it he has been awarded for it also because of his wonderful achievement. But in spite of many merit, there is a certain area where there is a need to correct what we call that is a certain disadvantage, certain limitations. He could classify only the lighter element. It means that is up to calcium. This repetition of the properties of every eighth element was applicable only up to calcium. It means it was applicable for lighter element. It was not applicable for the heavier elements. The second things, he placed hydrogen along with the fluorine, chlorine, bromine. And as you all know that the chemical properties of a hydrogen do not match with the chlorine, fluorine, chlorine, bromine. This thing has not been explained by Mendeleev. Also, he placed unlike elements, as for example, below fluorine, chlorine, he placed cobalt and nickel, though there is no match, there is no resemblance of their properties, in spite of being that he placed below fluorine, chlorine, bromine, cobalt and nickel. Second thing, he placed two elements in a single slot. So these are the area where there is a need of certain correction. Then the next Like here you see the cobalt and nickel is below fluorine, chlorine. Also below the yttrium, cerium and lanthanum is there. So he put the two element in a single slot. Now the next classification was done by Lothar Meyer. While the arrangement made by Lothar Meyer, he plotted a graph between the atomic volume of the element and their atomic mass. My dear student, what is the atomic volume? Is nothing but it is a ratio of the atomic mass by density. Atomic volume is nothing but it is the ratio of the atomic mass to the density. So he plotted a graph between the atomic volume of the elements and their atomic mass. When he plotted already, then he pointed out the most electropositive elements occupy on the peak of the curve. Like a most electropositive element is lithium, that you see that it is at the top. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. You see these elements are most electropositive elements and occupy on the same position on the curve. In each curve, at the top, at the peak of the curve, these elements occupy their position. The second thing, you see, the most electronegative element, that is a fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, is in their descending position. Fluorine. Now chlorine. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are in their ascending position in the curve. After successfully drawn the graph between the atomic volume and atomic mass, after observation, on the basis of the observation, Lothar Meyer pointed out that there is a definite relation between the physical properties of the elements and their atomic mass. Because it is why did he say? Because you see that we have discussed only two series of elements. One is a most electropositive, another one is a most electronegative element. In a most electropositive element, all the elements occupy on the same position of each curve. Similarly, most electronegative element, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, occupy the most electronegative element occupy the ascending position of each of the curve. Then he made a conclusion. There is a definite relationship between the atomic mass and the physical properties of an element. And he said the physical properties of an element are the periodic function of their atomic mass. What does it mean? Periodic function. As you have studied, periodic, which comes after a certain interval, which repeats after a certain interval, then we made use of the word periodic. So he said periodic function. It means the properties, physical properties of an element are the periodic function of their atomic mass. So that there is a repetition of the properties, physical properties of an element after certain interval. So this is the classification done by the Lothar Meyer. Thank you. Have a nice day.